Rich, I knew you'd be ready for this one. I knew you'd be ready for this one. All right, friends, it is Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you here for Nagy on Sports. Kit's going to hop on the mic here in a little bit. He is putting his daughter to bed, so he will jump on here in a little bit, but wanted to go ahead and get this one started with you so that I don't turn into a pumpkin. I was out in the hot sun in a big golf outing this afternoon, so feeling a little fried, but excited to bring this one to you. Sorry about a busy weekend again. As I put in the chat on the Discord, I was at Put-in-Bay all weekend with no ability to sim. But excited to bring this one to you. Here is a quick gander at the standings coming up. Again, we've seen our Browns go 6-0. Ravens sitting at 2-3. Bengals here at 1-3. Both teams with short losing streaks here. So Zach Taylor and company over there on that sideline, getting ready to do their darndest. Well, that's the power of positive thinking, Rich. Got to get through the Bengals here first, and then yes, the second of two games with the Browns here very quickly to get us through week 7 of our sim. Hey, Karen, go Browns! We missed you the other day. Our Lions game was a little bit crazy, as the rookie Tylan Wallace brings the kick up. So there he is, John Harbaugh, one of the longest tenured coaches in the NFL now. There's Lamar Jackson, a look at his season stats. He's been dynamic with his legs per usual, stayed healthy so far, but throwing too many interceptions right now. That's part of the reason that they are 2-3. All right, let's get this thing popping. He's going to start out with 5 wide receivers out in the package. Empty backfield across the middle. Hit and dropped the football there, Lamar Jackson. And it was intended for his tight end, Mark Andrews. No catch there. They go spread him out again, and this time it is over the middle, and this time Andrews does make the catch up to the 27, brings up a 3rd and 4. Back to pass, Lamar over the middle again. This time he's got his second tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got a first down for the Ravens up to the 33-yard line. Nice play there for Nick Boyle from Lamar Jackson. Interesting now, 3 consecutive throws to tight ends right out of the gate here for the Ravens, and kind of an interesting choice on offense there. We don't need to see the tackle 13 times. Thank you, though, Madden. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy will hop on the mic a little bit later, just putting his daughter to bed here this evening. Lamar going to throw on the run across the middle. He's got an open receiver, and it's caught right at midfield. What a catch there. Slamming Sammy Watkins. Makes a nice play, and a first down catch to midfield for the Baltimore Ravens. First carry of the day, and it's going to be J.K. Dobbins, and he's going to fight forward, maybe give him a gain of 1. 2nd and a long 9 coming. Option keeper, Lamar right side. Uh-oh, he's got a big alley, 45, 40, 35, juking his way and tackled up at the 32-yard line. Nice run. They're going to give him 19 yards. How about Trey Hendrickson, the defensive end for the Bengals, chasing him all the way down? Good play there, Lamar. Excellent read on the option keeper, of course. That was indeed the right read. And makes a really, really nice play with it there with his legs, and gets down inside the 35 to the 30. With a little bit of a strong look here. To the right side, maybe a little RPO, throws it immediately to Watkins, and Watkins is up to the 25, another nice gain of 7. So Lamar has started out sharp, not only on the ground, but with his arm as well, as that was a nice little completion to Sammy Watkins. Here he is back to pass yet again. He's going over the middle. He's got another man open, and it's Mark Andrews again. Always his favorite target, Mark Andrews. And another first down. Now they're inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Right side again. Another throw to a tight end. Andrews this time is going to get tackled right at the 10. Short gain. 2nd and 7 here for Lamar. Another shotgun look for him. Yeah, Rich, they've been doing, he's been very, very patiently going to Mark Andrews. Here's a throw on the left side again to Mark Andrews. Jesse Bates, that one's Nick Boyle, the second tight end. So both tight ends now with multiple catches on this drive as they spread them out one more time here on a 3rd and 4. Lamar throwing left side. He's got J.K. Dobbins, but he's going to get hit right at the 6 when he catches it. And all of that's going to bring up a 4th and 3 as he took a big shot there from Trey Waynes. And now what do you do here, Rich? You want to kick the field goal or you want to go for the touchdown? Let's see what John Harbaugh chooses to do. He's going to go ahead and take the 3 points.
A 23-yard attempt.
Justin Tucker, just about as automatic of a kicker as there is in the NFL. He is extremely good. And this one is also up and good. So 3-0, nice opening drive for the Ravens here again at home with a 2-3 record here in week 6 of our 2021 sim here at Nagy on Sports. Again, Phil Nagy bringing you live original play-by-play. And my cousin Kit with the live color commentary that will start here in a little bit. Again, he's putting his daughter to bed. He'll be on the mic here in a little bit. So there's a look at Joe Burrow. Similarly, part of their 1-3 record is the turnovers. And a 1-4 touchdown interception ratio. Not going to get it done here in his sophomore campaign. Again, coming off that horrific knee injury. But he does appear to be back and healthy. Left side, firing it to the sideline and ripped out of bounds right there. L.J. Fort is wearing number 3 now for this Ravens defense. That's why you see him out there. That was Jamar Chase, the rookie, with a 6-yard catch. Burrow now slant to the right side, and it's almost picked. Marlon Humphrey jumps the route in front of Tyler Boyd. And it's almost picked off there by Marlon Humphrey. 3rd and 4 upcoming. Zach Taylor now in his 3rd season looking onto the field. Here is Burrow. Good time, good presence in the pocket. Zips it left side. He's got a first down to his tight end, C.J. Uzomah. C.J. Uzomah going to get the ball up to the 40-yard line. Free safety Deshaun Elliott comes up to make the tackle as Harbaugh chats with him. Over the middle and knocked away. Hey, Earl. That's a great question. And obviously we're not in Burrow's head. I mean, they did some things to address it, but not nearly enough in my book. Hey, Wendell. Up the middle, big time run. First time we've seen Mixon, and he's got 13 yards and a first down across midfield. So, Rich, I think he's talking about Joe Burrow's confidence after that big injury in his offensive line, because he's just getting pistol whipped all day last season. Up the middle, hit right as he throws. Derek Wolfe got right in there and knocked the ball out of Burrow's hands as he threw the football.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So yeah, I'm not sure if that's something quantifiable and that we could actually see in the Madden game, Earl. Is Joe Burrow with like a lower confidence level based on an injury that is kind of a direct result of just getting beat up the whole time? Here's T. Higgins on 3rd and 7, fighting his way across the line to gain. There you can see number 6 in the middle of your screen, Patrick Queen, going to the single digits this year as well. And yes, you're right, Rich. The Browns do have some injuries, most notably Nick Chubb. And I think Wyatt Teller as well will be out for that second Ravens game that Kit and I will bring to you later this week. So, all right, a little bit of wiggle and the 5 steps back. Makes it a 1st and 15 here from about the 38. Stretch it left side. Mixon trying to get around the corner, and he's going to be shut down there. Marcus Peters came up to close the door, and Malik Harrison with great pursuit there. Number 40, linebacker from Ohio State, of course, chases Mixon right down the line of scrimmage. Good speed there. Oof. That's a really good question, Earl. I think that it might be pretty solid depending on where you're picking, only because their defense is still growing, so they're going to be down a lot. And we saw how prolific of a thrower of the football he was earlier in the season. So if that offensive line can be a little bit better, you get the addition of Jamar Chase As Burrow fires deep right corner of the end zone and knocked away. Actually, T. Higgins played defense on that one and swatted it away. They will settle for a field goal here from their rookie, Evan McPherson. And McPherson's kick is up, and it is good. So 3-3 here to start the game. 5:23 left in the first quarter. A couple of nice long drives for both teams. Yeah, Wendell, I'm excited. I'm very excited about the way that he's recovering and the comments that Jarvis made about him. And he definitely looks like he's out for a revenge tour of sorts. All right, so a great opening drive again for Lamar. Had one really nice scamper, very nice throwing the football, really utilized both tight ends well, and Sammy Watkins in addition, and drove him down, and they just stalled out, unfortunately, about 4 yards from the end zone. Right side keeper, here he is again. Watch out, Lamar. Oh, he needed one more block. Dobbins blocked the second man, and he needed him to block the first of the two safeties, and I think maybe Lamar takes that one to the house, but another nice scamper for Lamar Jackson. So dangerous when he leaves the pocket. Still, if I'm a Ravens fan, Savage, I want to see him taking a slide there at the end and not taking hits, especially because we do have the injury fader back on for more realism, as he's going to throw this one on the run over the middle, and Sammy Watkins has his third catch. Now Lamar 9 for 10 to start this game. Good for him. Back to pass, wide open over the middle, drag route. It's the rookie Bateman, and he's got the ball up to the 30-yard line. Rashad Bateman with his first catch of the day, and boy, does he look the part. Ravens fans have got to be excited about Bateman. Well, Earl, as we talked about in the previous Ravens game, and as I'm sure we'll talk about before, JOK, it's not a one. It's not like you're just bringing him in to spy Lamar the entire game. Like it's not just a one-person fix. It's the totality of the changes that they've made on the defense. It's the ability to run dime more often. It's JJ3. It's Ronnie Harrison. It's Grant Delpit. It's JOK. Kind of all four of them being on the field at the same time as sort of safety hybrid linebackers. So it's not just. It's not just going to be, that's a nice out route to the outside again. Mark Andrews with yet another catch, his fourth of the first quarter already. So it's not just JOK's responsibility. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't certain plays where it is his responsibility to quote-unquote spy in terms of his actual specific assignment. But no, it's not just JOK to stop Lamar. He is just one piece of the improved defense overall, specifically with the team speed that they've added. Lamar back to pass. He fires over the middle of the traffic. Touchdown! It's Sammy Watkins. He's got it from about 15 out. Sammy Watkins. Lamar threw that into some traffic, and Watkins makes a really nice catch. Going to get a really good look at it here. Firing it across the middle. You can see Jesse Bates just a little late in coverage. And Sammy Watkins, again, I believe to be an upgrade over Willie Smead as kind of your third receiver option. So yeah, you're right. You're right, Rich. I think they're going to be an improved football team, at least in their ability to throw and catch, to catch the football. Yeah, Earl, I think he has some really talented arm. I think he has some high-level arm talent. It's the consistency for me. And it feels like the majority of his big plays are when he is scrambling. Like, think about when they came back after he ran back out of the locker room on that Monday night Browns game where it was like, 47-44 or whatever, and he was in the locker room with Poopgate or Crampgate or whatever you thought it was. As they try to throw a screen to the left side, and it is absolutely blown up by Deshaun Elliott, by the way. His most effective routes were when he was out of the pocket and everybody thought he was running, and then he was able to just throw to wide open receivers for big, long gains and big, long touchdowns. So can he stand in the pocket and deliver those dimes to wide open receivers down the field is still just think the verdict's out on his consistency to do that as they fire deep right side, 3rd and 7, and it's tipped again. T. Higgins once again playing defensive back as Marlon Humphrey was sleuthing out an interception. Rookie Drew Chrisman from Ohio State in to punt this one away to Tylan Wallace. Turnover on downs. So, yeah, so I think he's an incredibly talented weapon. I would say he's a top 3 weapon in the NFL, top 3 athlete, top 3 weapon in the NFL, but he's probably just a top 20 quarterback in terms of thrower of the football. Doesn't mean he can't get there. The other thing, again, that Kit and I have been very candid about with his abilities and what makes him so special continues to be his legs, and how many, is that a sustainable career path? Like, basically, how many more times can he try to run for 1,000 yards? You know what I mean? We saw it happen to Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham, Cam Newton. Like, Cam Newton's body is a shell of himself now, and he's got a big old frame. Same things, the same reason that we're concerned about Kyler Murray's future. When you're taking more hits than you're supposed to, that body does break down like a running back shelf life in the NFL. So that's those are some of our concerns about him in terms of a long-term player. But in terms of a weapon now, he's a stud. He scares the hell out of me every time he's on the field. I hold my breath. Even in the stupid video game, I hold my breath. To, oh, we got a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Where's it at? Who's got it? And I think, still can't tell. I think maybe the Ravens have the football. That ball bounced around a long time. But actually the Bengals, who received the punt, sorry, I got confused because we had a quarter change one play previously. So now they're going the other direction. So does look like Darius Phillips, after his punt return, is going to pick this ball back up. And now Joe Burrow on a first down fires a strike over the middle, and he's got T. Higgins right to the midfield stripe. Just his 6th completion of the game. Rich, Kit is putting his daughter to bed. He will hop on the mics here in a little bit. Uh-oh, we're getting a weird glitch. Burrow holding the football, and now we're going to take a big sack from Pernell McPhee. Oh, that was a weird Madden glitch we hadn't seen in a while. He just took the snap, and he just stood there and waited to be sacked. So a gift of a sack there for the Ravens defense. And now it's 3rd and 14, excuse me. Yes, Earl. Now, again, I think that part of RG3's thing was that they rushed him back too fast, and they really did some major damage to those knees, and I don't think that he was ever the same. I would like to think that if there was some sort of major injury to Lamar, that the Ravens would not rush him back, and that they would be smart. That feels like a smart football team thing to do, and the Ravens are a smart football team, let's be honest. I mean, they've been good for 2 decades since we became them. They've been good, and that's why we are so jealous of them for the most part. Drew Chrisman, really nice punt out of bounds at the 3. Not tomorrow, Wendell. Tomorrow we'll do the NFC game. So I think we have Seahawks-Ravens, and then we'll do the Seahawks-Ravens game. So look for Browns-Ravens on Wednesday of this week. We'll try to knock one out every day. And then this weekend is when I go on vacation. So Kit and I are trying to decide if we can pre-record some that he could actually drop live, which would kind of be fun, but we'll have to see how that goes. 2nd and 7 here. Watch out, pressure coming from a blitzer, and Lamar just gets rid of it. Otherwise, it looked like maybe Jesse Bates, the safety, was right up in his grill there. That's going to set up a 3rd and 7. Lamar now rolling down the line, throws into traffic and knocked away. He was trying to go for Hollywood Brown. Knocked away. That's going to set up a punt here from in the end zone. Sam Cook will come out onto the field. Earl, I didn't really watch much of it. I just saw some of the videos, like Baker's home run, for instance. I mean, I saw like the pictures of it, like it was like Muni Lot scale tailgating for this thing at the Lake County Captains, single A baseball stadium. So if you don't think the Cleveland fans are rabid for this football team, yesterday should tell you all you need to know for some of the football players showing up to play softball for a charity, and it was sold out within minutes. Here's a little jet sweep, Tyler Boyd, and he's going to get ripped down. Good play there. Great pursuit, Marlon Humphrey. Underrated tackler as a defensive back. Of course, known for stripping the ball, punching the ball away. That's one of Marlon Humphrey's strengths as well. Here is a quick little hit to the tight end, Uzama. Hey, Zaire, welcome on. Good evening. Big 3rd and 5. Can the Bengals get a conversion? Burrow with time, shuffling in the pocket, fires, and he's got a nice route there. It's T. Higgins, and it's a first down to the 29 for T. Higgins.
First down, Bengals.
Fourth tackle of the game for Patrick. This one's going to be mixing up the middle, and he's going to get ripped down immediately. Calais Campbell was there, of course, just such a big presence in the run game. As he always is, Calais Campbell always plays well against the run, at least against the Browns, and right now he's playing well against the run against the Bengals as well. There's Jamar Chase sporting that number 1. He's up to the 27-yard line, just his second catch of the day for the rookie. Here is a 3rd down. They're going to set up a screen left side. Mixon's in trouble, and he's going to go down at the line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to give him a gain of 1, but that's going to stall out short as he can say go Browns. We always say go Browns. Everybody says go Browns when we hop on. It's just like our general greeting call. You can't get annoyed by it now, Rich. Remember that everybody else you're watching with are Browns fans, and we're watching and supporting your Ravens here. As McPherson drills it again, so the rookie kicker with 2 field goals here, 10-6 now, 9:04 remaining. Yeah, if we were playing the Browns, I could understand you being upset about us saying it a bunch, but do you have any Bengals fans on right now? Are there any Bengals fans watching the stream? I'm trying to remember. I know we have a couple on the channel. Blinking out on their names right now. All right, Lamar back out on the field. He's got 9:04 here with a 4-point lead at their own 25. A little heavy pistol look for Lamar Jackson. He has been very sharp with his arm to start the game. Back to pass here again, floating it right side. He's got Nick Boyle. Oh, and Boyle steps out of bounds on the 28, unfortunately. Do you mean OBJ or DPJ there, Wendell? Do you mean Donovan Peoples-Jones or Odell Beckham Jr.? Boyle had some room out there, didn't he, Rich? Just stepped out of bounds kind of errantly. Here is another option keeper, kind of a slow-mo. That was a weird little, maybe a Madden glitch of sorts to make up for the Burrow sack, as it looked like...
It's 3rd and 9.
As it looked like... looked like he was kind of running in mud there for a minute. That was kind of weird. DJ Reader, defensive tackle, was a free agent last year for the Bengals. I think he was an opt-out. A lot of the big guys in the trenches opted out. Okay. You think DPJ is going to have 8 touchdowns? Along with running back, 7 touchdowns? I think he's going to have 7 special teams. We haven't had a special teams touchdown in years, and you think he's going to get 7? Good run there for JK. Here's this heavy pistol look. We call it the revolver. Now Patrick Ricard is going to leave it, and option keeps your left side for Lamar Jackson. He's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Logan Wilson, the middle linebacker, was in pursuit, but they're actually going to give credit for the tackle to 91, Trey Hendrickson. He was the, hey, Jayceon, welcome on. Patterson Bros in the house. 2nd and 11 now. Back to pass, little play action. Lamar with tons of time. He boots it deep to the right side, and Watkins has got it at the 14. what a throw and a big-time jump ball. And we're going to get an injury to DJ Reader, the defensive tackle. Does look like he is on the sidelines. What a throw. They're not going to show it to us because of the injury. What a really nice throw. So there you go. Like I said, he is capable of that. It's just how consistent is he capable of doing that now. 1st and 10, inside give. Here's J.K. Dobbins angling up past the 10, inside the 10. 7 tough yards for J.K., and it's going to be 2nd and 3. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle. Always forget that he is now starting next to DJ Reader in the interior of this defensive line for Cincinnati.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Lamar, 3rd and 3, left side, back of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Wait, no, he dropped it. Are you kidding me? What was that? It was in Mark Andrews' hand, and he drops a touchdown. He was wide open. Unreal. Unreal. Justin Tucker going to come in and make this a touchdown lead. That was wild. Unreal. I'm not sure what happened there, Rich. I think maddened a little bit there. I mean, just a straight drop. Just a straight drop.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Girl, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It was such an incredible game. Even if they just won a regular football game, the way that it happened was just so ridiculous. And the 28-0 lead, and then the 48 points that were scored total as Mixon goes up the middle, and Calais Campbell just waiting for him to throw him down as we click under 6 minutes to go in the game. Bengals have just really kind of been sluggish on the offense. Here's a quick little out to CJ Uzama. Haven't really pushed. I mean, he's 12 of 18 for 77 yards. Not pushing down the field, the ball down the field at all here for Burrow. Maybe a little bit of that confidence, Earl, that you talked about in that offensive line. He's afraid to hold it. That time he tries to fire left side, and it's incomplete. They're going to punt the ball again here. Going to give Lamar the football back after that touchdown pass that should have been. Going to get the first, going to get the ball here at the 29-yard line. So Lamar Jackson on the day, 16 of 22, 163, the 1 touchdown. So again, he has been sharp for sure. A couple of nice runs with his legs as well. Here's an option keeper left side. Oh, they crash in on him. He's got a big gain to the left side. 35, 40, 45, back to the middle towards the 50, and he takes a big shot from Jesse Bates. Get up, Lamar, get up. Okay, he does. 5 for 54 now for Lamar Jackson as he took a big shot from Jesse Bates, but gets a great run and up to midfield now. Call it a gain of, 25 yards there for Lamar. They go option keeper again, and this time he's going to get swallowed up. That's the middle linebacker, Logan Wilson, now in his 2nd season out of Wyoming. The old Wyoming Mustang, or Bronco? What, Mustang? I can't remember what their mascot is. Here's Lamar spinning now, rolling now, firing. Nice arm strength there from Lamar, and he's going to fire a laser beam to the left side. I think that was Hollywood Brown. It was his first catch for 5 yards. Now 3rd and 8 is the result. Here's a little slant across the middle, and it's Bateman, and he's fighting for the first down, and he gets it. Rashad Bateman. Again, we Browns fans know how good Bateman is. We drafted him when we were in control, and we went into the future, and he is a electric player and dynamite receiver. And again, kind of bummed we have to watch him be on the Ravens for the next however many years. Heavy pistol look to the right side for Lamar Jackson. He's going to give it this time up the middle to J.K. Dobbins, who's going to be swapped down pretty quickly there. Good play by Sam Hubbard. Little Ohio State on Ohio State crime on that one. Now pressure coming, breaking down. He's going to roll into the pressure and now just throw it away. Trey Hendrickson working on Ronnie Stanley, the all-pro left tackle. And Lamar's going to have to throw this one away. It brings up a 3rd and 8. He leaves the pocket. Nope, just kidding. He stays in the pocket and he fires left side to his target. but he's going to get a short gain and then be brought down immediately, and that sets up the 2-minute warning. Enter Justin Tucker for a 50-yard field goal, which is a chip shot for him anymore. For Justin Tucker. I think he was just saying hi, Zaire. I think Wendell was just saying hello by saying yo.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Where did that come from, Earl? Is that out there somewhere? I know that was a trade rumor earlier in the offseason, but I figure with Greedy being healthy, and I mean, yeah, maybe one more corner gives you some more depth, and you don't have to try to count as much on either a rookie or Greedy Williams. I mean, Troy Hill can play outside, but he's best utilized in the slot. So maybe, I mean, there are a lot of veteran corners still out there. You could get someone like a Garyon Conley. You could get like a Nickel Roby-Coleman. You could forget, or you can get some people like that in free agency. With Gilmore, you're gonna have to trade for. Here is Burrow shuffling, and Calais Campbell's gonna knock him down. Big time sack back to the 15, and maybe the Ravens should call timeout here. They're not going to, though. 2nd and 19. Burrow back into a shotgun now as the pressure's coming because they're setting up a screen, and it's going to doink off of his right tackle's helmet. That's the rookie Jackson Carman out of Clemson, and he is going to just have the ball ricochet off of his helmet. Now they're just going to give it to Joe Mixon up the middle, and Mixon gets a nice little gain of 4 before being ripped down, and now the Ravens do call timeout, so they're going to get the football back here with about a minute to go. 2 timeouts. The rookie Chrisman puts this thing nice and high. Wallace gets it and is taken down immediately at the 35. Call it the 36-yard line here. All right, well, 1:05 to play, first quarter. Again, Phil Nagy on Sports. Kit will be on here in a couple of minutes. He said he'd be on around 10 Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Rich, it's Tylan Wallace, the rookie from Oklahoma State, is the kick and punt returner. I don't know if that's actually who it'll be, but that's who it is.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stepped out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. All right. Have a tight formation with 2 tight ends close and 2 receivers close. And now a huge blitz. Look at him selling out. Jackson takes the hit and delivers it to Mark Andrews, who fights his way across the line for a first down. Nice play. Lamar is standing in the pocket, taking a big shot and completing his 5th pass to Mark Andrews. They're going to go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Mike Hilton, high-prized free agent cornerback. Is that picked? Fired that one to the right side. They're going to say it's incomplete. It was in the midst and then dropped by Hilton. Okay, night, Jason. Take care, brother. Have a good one. Sure did kind of look like a pick, didn't it, Savage? Here's a 2nd and 10, a little drag route across the middle. If he wants it, he takes it, and he's going to get knocked down immediately. Just a gain of 3. Mark Andrews with his 6th catch of the day, and they're going to go hurry up and not call the timeout here. Here he goes. He's spinning. He's rolling. He's getting pursued by a linebacker. 50, 45, Lamar, and he just gets tripped up. Nice pursuit by the linebacker. He does get the first down, but he does get tripped up. And why are they not calling their timeout? What are they doing? And they let the clock run out at the 41. You absolutely could have taken a field goal there with your last time out. What are you doing there, John Harbaugh? All right, well, this half has been pretty much dominated by Baltimore. Let's see what the Bengals have in store for the second half. Again, just very, very sluggish on offense. can't really push the ball down the field. Mixon's been controlled pretty regularly. There's the rookie Jackson Carman. There's 79 from what, Springboro? Was that right? Springboro, Ohio? He's from somewhere. Lakota, maybe? I don't know. He's from somewhere down like north of Cincinnati, and chose. Oh, I see, Earl. Okay, well, maybe I'd take him. Depending on what we have to give up, I would take him. All right, a little 2-yard run there. Brew needs to get this offense going if they want to have a chance. And here's going to go a 5-step drop and fire over the middle. It's got Uzama wide open, first down to the 40-yard line. C.J. Uzama. Burrow still yet to achieve 100 yards passing in this game. Nice run there for Mixon, just his 8th carry. Patrick Queen swallows him up one more time. Shuffling in the pocket, left side, Mixon out of the backfield and is going to get hit right away. Good pursuit there, Jimmy Smith. Is that the Atlanta-Philly game, Zaire? Who's winning? Who's got the 94 right now? Back to pass, Burrow in the pocket, now throws, but it's knocked away right out of his hand. And they're going to punt again here. Hawks up one, okay. How much time? Up, thanks, Rich. Chrisman into punt again. He has been pretty good. Angling this one to the right sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 25, so not his best work. Offense back out on the field again. There's Lamar, 22 of 30 for 195. Again, he's been pretty darn good. And throwing the football. So let's see maybe now if they commit a little bit more to the ground. Here is Dobbins. Oh, breaking tackle, spin move for Dobbins. And then his old Buckeye teammate Sam Hubbard chases him down.
Tell you what,
gain of 5.
Committing to the ground, yeah. But back in the game here. Sorry for the absence earlier, but tell you what, the ground and pound after they get a lead is very much the Ravens' go-to modus operandi here. Just what they want to do. They love being ahead, love having that lead, and then obviously they pass it there, but getting on the ground and taking advantage of those weapons they have in that little bit of that option look with all those threats they have.
Yeah, they were a little off of their normal schedule. Lamar threw a lot in the first half. Here he is rolling left side, 30, 35, 40, slides down. Hey, nice to see him slide. As he gets a nice gain, sets up a 2nd and 3. But yes, I was just saying they should probably start running the ball a little bit more, and then Dobbins had that nice run, and there's another nice run there for Dobbins. First down, Ravens.
Hey there, Rich.
But for the most part, this one has been about the Bengals have just been pretty woeful on offense. Now right side, overthrows his man there. He is in the zone now, by the way, which means he cannot fumble. That's a good thing for Rich and the Ravens fans.
Yeah, especially when he carries it, he does tend to carry it a little bit away from his body, and that can lead to fumbles. So in the zone, he is quite dangerous running the ball.
Dobbins up the middle again, just buries his head for another 2. 3rd and 8, another pistol look here for Lamar. Back to pass, little quick square in, little dig route, and it's Bateman, and he's going to be short of the line to gain. Not sure why he ran a 2-yard in on 4th and 6, but he did. And looks like they may punt here from midfield.
Yeah, at a minimum, you want that route to go 5 yards, but preferably 6 yards at the sticks is where you want to run that route. Not obviously, I think he was looking for that drag as a dump off. But on the other hand, if you're going to be running a drag route out of that concept, just a little bit deeper, give your quarterback a chance that when you make that catch, that you're going to be at least near the sticks, not well short of it.
Or maybe your quarterback's got to recognize that, get it to him a little quicker, so he's got a little bit more room to work upfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the catch. All right, so 9:13 on the clock, 16-6. Again, the Bengals have just pretty bleh on offense. Can't really run. Burrow has yet to Well, this 5-yard throw will eclipse. Well, I guess it's going to get 9. That eclipses 100 yards for the day now. 15 of 24 for 101. That also gets him his 1,000 yards on the season. C.J. Uzomah with the catch.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if maybe for getting injured in the season last year, if he took a ding in Madden ratings or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does seem like he's, it's a little surprising for how prolific Joe Burrow was when he was healthy last season.
He's got the superstar. I don't know. Right side, nice little run there. Oh, nice little stiff arm there for Joe Mixon. Nice gain of maybe 8-9 yards on that run.
Yeah,
I was going to say, go ahead.
I have to agree for sure, Earl. I think they've got a lot of weapons. They're certainly their wide receivers. I mean, Joe Burrow has a lot of targets. Now, the question mark is going to be that O-line, and if they can't protect Joe Burrow, all those weapons, all the weapons of the world aren't going to help. It doesn't really matter who they are.
A little spin move into nowhere for Mixon. Yeah, Earl had asked earlier, Kit, I'll get your opinions on it since you've played the game. That he says, does the injury last year at all affect Burrow's confidence behind his offensive line this year?
It's possible. I don't know that that's necessarily going to be the case. It depends on the player. It's hard to say. Until we see it on the field, there certainly is that mental aspect of it where you lose a little bit of that confidence in that line, and it's hard to recover that. So, and especially for the fact that what did the Bengals really do with their O-line to upgrade it? Not much, so a lot of the same faces, and that was really the biggest question mark on their offense last season. So if he doesn't trust them, that really very much can get in the head of a quarterback and affect their gameplay. I think that's a lot of what happened to Darnold with the Jets. I think that's a lot of what happened with some of these other quarterbacks that, coming out of college, they were highly touted or had potential to be really good at the NFL. But, you look at what happened to Couch and some of the other Browns along the way that got put into horrible situations where they just couldn't protect them. And maybe with a better line and some other assets around those players, they could have been really special. But because of the situation they're put in, really not so special as an end result.
Absolutely. Nice fire down the seam. Mark Andrews again. And Lamar throwing the football very effectively today. Another 25-yard strike to his favorite target, Mark Andrews, now with 8 catches. Stands in the pocket nicely, delivers a good throw. Still in the zone. 1st and 10 up to the 42-yard line. Option keeper left side, watch out, 50, 45, 40, back to the middle of the field, just past the 35 before he's tripped up. Lamar Jackson now 93 yards on the ground, and he continues to be so dangerous.
Yeah, he's just such a weapon in space. I mean, he can hurt you. If you don't have really good pursuit angles with Lamar, he's so quick, he'll make a move and he's gone. And I think Browns fans will remember that in that kind of epic clash between the Browns and Ravens to end near the end of the season. Huge matchup, and really the difference in that game was Lamar and the defense's inability to contain just that little bit. Even a half step slow on the defense was all it took, and Lamar was getting loose in spots where the Browns defense just couldn't handle it.
Here he is again to the right side, now the 15 near the 12. He's going to get pushed down at the 13-yard line, sets up 2nd and 3 for Lamar and company. This time he's going to give it to, looks like Dobbins, and he's going to be ripped down. Loss of 1, actually. Actually, it's Gus Edwards, excuse me, Gus the Bus, fresh off his extension, up the middle, and he's going to get just a loss there of a couple.
Yeah, Earl, I think you're right that Russell Wilson really hasn't had the best O-lines to work with over his career. That's probably why he only has the one Super Bowl. But but and with the other appearance, of course, where the very questionable call or to throw the what ended up being a pick for
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler right there in the end zone. Yeah, but no, I do think that he is pretty special, and he has an ability that I don't think Joe Burrow has, and that many quarterbacks don't have, and really only very few do. Mahomes being a very obvious example of this, but the ability to create even on a broken play, the ability to sense the pressure coming, rework the pocket however he needs to make it work after a broken play. And there are very few that have that ability. I don't know that Joe Burrow's at that level, and it may never be. I mean, we're talking top 3 to 5 tier talent in the NFL, at a minimum, to even be able to do that kind of stuff on a consistent basis.
Here comes Burrow. Watch out. Here comes Calais Campbell, and he throws him down for his second sack of the day, all the way back to the 13, and that offensive line starting to crack a little bit more as Calais Campbell was a free rusher almost right away, and Burrow had no choice but to eat it.
Yeah, interestingly, high sack there from Calais Campbell, kind of jumping to tackle him. A little interesting, but gets the job done certainly. And 3rd and 22. This is going to be, marching the wrong way. A bit of a hole to dig themselves out of here. A lot to get done, and certainly if they're going to check it down on an angle route.
Yep, check it down to the running back. Get a few yards for your punter, Drew Chrisman, who's been a busy boy back there. Oh, Rich, you live in Atlanta. I didn't know that.
Earl, no, actually, I think that belongs with Ben Roethlisberger in his decline. I mean, He was great for so long, but I think this season probably you'll see that Big Ben may be the worst quarterback in this division. Now, I could be very wrong in that. It could be that he has an excellent season, just for his veteran wiles, if you will. But no, I'm kind of wondering how much he really has left, how much that arm has, that surgically repaired arm really has left, and how he's going to look this season. So it could be Big Ben, but we'll see.
Here he goes again. Lamar just running all over the field now, slides down. He's up to a $116 all on his own. First down. Ravens at the 46 now, and ticking valuable clock out as well. Clock running under 50. Shouldn't be in any real hurry here. Back to pass. Angle route. J.K. Dobbins catches at the 40, and he's going to be tackled very quickly by Logan Wilson. But a nice gain of 8. 2nd and 2 the result. Last play of the quarter here. Probably fake the jet sweep up the middle. Dobbins, oh, nice big hole past the 30 to the 26-yard line. So he's starting to run a little bit better here, end of this 3rd quarter, as we've reached triple zeros there. Time for 15 more. 19-6. The Ravens get in the end zone here. I mean, it may already be over with the way that the Bengals have not been good on offense, but it could definitely be over here if they get points, specifically a touchdown on the board.
Yeah, no, the Bengals would really need a defensive spark to have a chance to come back in this one, it feels like, at this point. I know there's a lot of time left, but it feels like they need their defense to spark their offense to get this one going. But no, Earl, to kind of answer your question, yeah, I know they were 11-0 at one point. That is very valid, but the way that they fell off was dramatic. And I think a lot of that had to do with Big Ben felt like he should have been on a pitch count, wasn't, and his arm, you could see it. He couldn't get the velocity on the ball and the distance on the ball that he once had, and so they were relying on a number of things, very quick passes a lot, and they were relying on his experience. But the issue was part of it is he doesn't want to take the hits anymore, so he wasn't willing to turn his back to the defenses, which rules out play action under center, a bunch of other things that he's not really going to be doing so much anymore, and that takes away a lot of the game plan capability. That's a big part of why the running game and some of the passing game wasn't as effective as it could have been. So I do wonder if it won't be Big Ben, but I could be wrong. He may come out strong again.
All right, 2nd and 2 after another nice run for Dobbins. Here is Jackson, now rolls right. Now he's just going to fire it out of the back of the end zone, live to play. Another down, 3rd and 2 here. They can get a first down inside the 1-yard line, should they need to do so here. Option keeper left side. Lamar's going to walk right in. Touchdown, Ravens. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. And that one's going to seal Cincinnati's fate here. The book says go for 2, so they'll do that here.
I'll tell you, in that option game, that disciplined football is so key. Nobody goes with Lamar, makes it way too easy as they easily convert the 2-point conversion as well here on that little bit of a slant route there. But yeah, Lamar, somebody has to go with him, and 2 guys going for the running back, nobody left to take Lamar, and Lamar just strolls in.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
That's interesting, Lincoln. I hadn't heard that before. Is it the same O-line coach this year in Cincinnati, or did they get a new one?
Yeah, I had actually heard some of that, some rumblings of that, Lincoln, as well, that
really
had something to do with the O-line coach, and not so much the talent on the line. I think it may be a combination of both, but I don't really know that for a fact. It's hard to speculate, not spending the time. Obviously I spent a lot more time researching, watching everything Browns, and I don't have the time to sit there and do the same for the Bengals, so I don't know the ins and outs of it as much. But I did see an article that was talking about something very much along those lines, so it's possible.
Yeah. Here's a 1st and 10. Burrow firing left side into triple coverage, and it plops up in the air. I mean, Earl, until we see otherwise, Lamar's won an MVP, Baker has not. So I think you can call Lamar at number 1, Baker at number 1.5, and then Burrow at 3rd and Big Ben at 4th. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and
yep.
We have not done that very effectively yet. Now, I think we all think that it can happen, but it hasn't yet.
Yep, that being said, if Baker comes out like he was in the last 7-8 games of the season and plays at that level for the beginning of this season, he was, effectively for a stretch of about 7 or 8 games, he was the number 2
he was
rated PFF quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
And if he's playing at that level, Lamar is not at that level.
Correct.
He just isn't. So I'm not, and that's not to take away from Lamar. He's a good quarterback, but if Baker's playing at that level, he's going to be hard to catch, because that's Patrick Mahomes level play. Very few that are doing that. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, a few others, but easily top 5.
Throws it into traffic, and he's got his receiver. That's Jamar Chase. What a catch. Heavy traffic to the 17, and finally here, the Bengals, unfortunately, I think going to be too late, mounting a pretty good drive. Let's watch this replay. You're going to get a chance to see this highly touted rookie, Jamar Chase. Look at that catch with the defender draped all over him. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be too little and very, very much too late. Here's another throw. T. Higgins, 7 more yards.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I do believe that if Baker comes out playing at that level and builds from there, the Browns very well should win the division, and probably have a great shot at making that Super Bowl appearance. Winning the AFC to make that Super Bowl appearance, and from there, that's a any given Sunday type scenario. Could easily go either way, and you never know. Can't count them out, that's for sure.
Like Higgins had it but couldn't keep his feet in. Now a 3rd and goal from the 2. And they're going to run it left side. Mixon, he's going to run into a bunch of purple and will not get into the end zone. No gain. Malik Harrison, at least is who the cameraman thought made the tackle. Now 4th and goal from the 2. You would have to assume they're going to go for it.
You have to. You really have no choice. I mean, points are, and they are. I mean, there's really no option here.
Turn around, give it to Sample. Line up as your fullback, and he breaks a tackle. Drew Sample, your 3rd string tight end who lines up as your fullback. And you had a chance to stop him, and he does. He breaks one little tackle and goes into the end zone.
Yeah, nice little.
Oh, that's
nice little late game personal glory for Drew Sample. It's not going to mean a lot in the big turn of the game. A little bit of garbage or trash time points there for the Bengals. But hey, you know, Drew Sample doesn't get a lot of love in this offense. Good to see him line it up in the fullback position, getting the call. That's a bit of an oddity in and of itself. And then, you know, breaking a tackle to boot on top of it. You know, I think that's certainly one to probably, if you get a chance, grab that ball and take it home. You're not going to get many opportunities like that.
Yes, and certainly not one that Malik Harrison will want to put on his highlight tape, as he was the broken tackle-e instead of the tackle-er. All right, 27-13. We got 6:46 to go. Again, we've talked about Lamar. He's been very good throwing the football today and running the football. That's part of the reason why they have a comfortable 2-score lead here with under 7 to play. Still throwing, and he's still in the zone. He's been in the zone for about a quarter and a half now, and he fires over the middle. And that's going to be complete to Watkins. He's been the best receiver so far today in terms of catches for the Ravens. 1st down up to the 34.
Yeah, with an offense that's built to run, though, why on earth are you throwing, especially with this 2-score lead, as finally they're going to run the ball. It looks like they're going to get a hold out of it. Unfortunately for these Ravens, and it is indeed a holding call. But yeah, why are you throwing it there? That actually was a lot closer to being intercepted than I think they really wanted on that one throw, and that's all the Bengals would need to be right back in this game with all this clock still in the game.
Yes, a pick 6 would really get him back in the game. Yes. Earl's trying to call for it. We'll see. Dobbins going to get stymied again. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 now. Lamar back to pass. Quickly, a little slant from the right side. It's Mark Andrews once again. Old reliable Mark Andrews now. 9 catches, 95 yards. Going to set up a 3rd and inches. And double tight into the right side. They're going to turn around, just give it to Dobbins. He's going to bury his head and pick up the 1st down for J.K. Dobbins, kind of quietly up to 78 yards. He started out real slow.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So get another look at that run here. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Again, still a little bit of time, but every 1st down feels more and more final for the Bengals, who would drop to 1 and 4. Ravens would be back up to 3 and 3. Here's Dobbins' spin move. Oh, nice spin move, and I think he might be brought down by a horse collar from Logan Wilson, and that's what's going to be the call there. So Logan Wilson, 2nd-year linebacker, is going to be guilty of that face mask, rather horse collar. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Ravens up to the 34.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that these 1st downs here are killing the Bengals. They've, if they want to have any shot getting back into this one, they need a big spark from this defense. They need to take advantage of the fact that for inexplicable reasons the Ravens are still throwing. They need to either come up with a fumble, come up with a pick, something. But horse collars to march the Ravens further down the field is about the last thing they can afford.
Lamar throws again, little tight end drag route. Mark Andrews up to the 28. Mark Andrews now 10 catches, 100 yards. I would say that's a pretty good day's work. And easy to figure out your average. Right side, Mark Andrews again. He's going to run all the way out of bounds of the 30, and because he did it on his own power, they're actually going to lose some yards in the process. That was wild. Yeah, now he's back down to 11 for 97.
He was actually getting tackled, and if he just goes down in the tackle, he has the first down. See right here where the contact is, he goes down there, that's a first down. Instead, he breaks the tackle, continues running, and it goes out of bounds under his own power, bringing up a field goal rather than a first down. Huge mistake.
The kick is good.
Tucker, of course, automatic.
Of course.
And he drills this one up. 30-13 now, 2:26. So again, the Ravens will increase their record to 3-3, and again, setting up a second showdown with the Browns already in week 7. Of course, the Browns are going to be without, what did we say, Wyatt Teller and Nick Chubb in that game.
Yep, I believe so.
So that certainly changes things up a little bit, but we'll, again, we talked about maybe bringing that one to you on Wednesday after we do the NFC game of the week tomorrow. So does Burrow have a little fireworks left in him here? Maybe build some momentum for next week. A little bit of a slant to the right side. He completes his pass. That's going to be T. Higgins, and that's going to be the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow back to pass again. Now the pressure breaks down. Here it comes. Watch out. Derek Wolfe rips him to the ground, sacks him back to the 23, Derek Wolfe. Now Burrow forces the right side. It's going to be picked. It's going to be picked off. It's Marlon Humphrey, 35, 20, 25, or excuse me, 25, and then the 20, and up to the 16. Marlon Humphrey with a big-time interception, and that one's absolutely closed the coffin door and exited the morgue here for the Ravens.
Yeah, stick a fork in it. This one's certainly done. You can't be throwing those balls. It's a bit of a lazy throw from Burrow there, and not a great read. Gives just Marlon Humphrey such an opportunity. Too easy to come away with that one.
Yep, he's a very talented player for sure. Give it up to middle JK, his 20th carry of the game. He's up to 85 yards, just carrying the ball nicely. And Lamar, I think, pretty much spent the entire second half in the zone. I don't remember how quickly he got it once you got on, Kit. Do you remember off the top of your head?
Yeah, it was about halfway through the third quarter, maybe about 7 minutes left in the quarter, something like that.
I think he just has to get TFL'd or sacked, right? To get out of it.
I think so, yeah.
So he has been in it. And another play, not need be run. 30-13 here in Baltimore. The home team Ravens are going to hold on and get this dub today. Again, they go 3-3. The Bengals fall to 1-4 and have to really start asking some questions about Zach Taylor's future there, I think, now. Here in year 3, starting out not so hot. All right, let's take a quick gander at these stats. For Baltimore, again, we talked about Lamar, 32 of 43, 278, the one touchdown, and then he did have a second touchdown dropped in the end zone by Mark Andrews, which was kind of a wacky play, maybe a little bit of maddening that had happened there. 26 of 39 for Joe Burrow, 199. And again, the interception very, very late there that you just saw Marlon Humphrey snag away from him. On the ground, Mixon was okay, 14 for 42, but they didn't go to him early and weren't really not able to establish him. Again, the one touchdown of the day for your offense is a 2-yard run by your backup tight end, Drew Sample. But good for Drew, get himself in the stat sheet. 21 for 91 went J.K. Dobbins today, including 5 broken tackles. Lamar Jackson up near 10 a clip per usual, 12 for 118. He also did have the rushing touchdown. Receiving today, we talked about Mark Andrews, 11 for 97. He was at 10 for 10, so that last one's going to be counted for a 3-yard loss. And you can see those 2 big drops, one of which was in the end zone. Sammy Watkins, 7 for 95, though. He had the touchdown pass from Lamar. 5 catches for Dobbins, 4 for the rookie Bateman, 3 for Boyle, and just 2 today for Hollywood Brown. For the Bengals receiving the football, 8 for 58 for Uzama, 6 for 66 for T. Higgins. Look at those. 1 and then 2 drops for your top 2 receivers. 5 catches for just 10 yards for Joe Mixon. Jamar Chase, 4 for 39. Nice game for him, for the rookie. Defensively speaking, we'll say it's usually Logan Wilson who is the leading tackler. It is 14 tackles for that middle linebacker, 13 for Mike Hilton again, who came over in free agency from the Steelers, and then Jermaine Pratt, another linebacker. Several players with TFLs, 0 players with sacks today, as Lamar was slippery as he usually is. For the Ravens, they're going to be led today by the newly sported number 6, Patrick Queen. It'd be kind of weird to see him out there like that, and LJ Fort with number 3. But that's what they're going to do, so good for them. 3 TFLs again for Calais Campbell, because that's what he does. He's a monster. He is a monster. Sacks also 2 for Calais Campbell, 1 for Wolf, and 1 for Pernell McPhee. And then we saw the Marlon Humphrey interception. So 30-13 is your final here. Kit, anything else to wrap this one up? I know you only saw a half.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of story of the tape there. The anemic offense for the Bengals, and when you can't get a spark in either phase, it's difficult to come back, especially with a team that really thrives when they're ahead. And I know they didn't really do that in the first half, from what I'm hearing, and the stats would say, but still, you can't afford that when they've got as good of a running attack as they do.
Indeed. All right. Well, we appreciate you being on with us. Fun, good banter today, and good little crowd here for the Ravens and Bengals. Thanks for voting on this one via our Discord channel, which you can do via the You can go to the description of any of these videos for a link to the Discord channel, where you too can vote on the games of the week. Seattle and the LA Rams have been voted on as the NFC game of the week, and schedules permitting, Kit and I will bring that one to you tomorrow, and that will wrap up week 6 here of our 2021 sim. So thanks everybody for being on. You guys are the absolute best. We do appreciate it here. Our summer of subbing, if you haven't subbed yet, we do appreciate one, only as we kind of want to try to get to 1,000 here, so that YouTube will give us money, all 37 cents of it or whatever we've earned at this point. So we do appreciate that. We have gone up this week in subs. Thank you. You guys are the best. So today we will say go Ravens, and as always,
go Browns!